Introducing the Open Palm Podcast with host Jerome Shaw, available today on your favorite podcast platforms. The Open Palm Podcast is a positive, uplifting, motivational, and inspirational podcast. The host brings his insight and philosophy, and you can't help but gravitate towards his smile, his words, and his wisdom. Again, the podcast he hosts is titled The Open Palm Podcast. It's about inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas and topics. He'll also help you become more aware and in harmony with your own life, giving you a better understanding of your place in the world and using your skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. You can find the show today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. You can also connect with the host on Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's Jeromeshaw on Instagram. Jerome Shaw with the Open Palm Podcast. Motivation, meditation, mentality. Go listen, download, and subscribe today.
There once lived a very short-tempered boy. One day, his father handed him a bag filled with nails. He told the boy that every time he burst out in anger, he should hammer one nail into their fence. On the first day, the boy hammered 37 nails. With each passing day, however, the number of nails he hammered came down. The boy realized it was easier to control his temper than to hammer nails. A day came when the boy did not hammer a single nail, for he had not lost his temper at all. He announced to his father with great pride. The father merely smiled and told his son, "Now, pull out a single nail for each day that passes without you losing your temper." This too the boy did. After several days, he could tell his father that there were no nails remaining. The father then held the boy's hand and led him to the fence. "Well done, son. But see these holes." What do you gather, my friend, from this story? This story entitled Anger Management. On the one hand, the boy was able to control his temper by observing it, by being aware that each time he got angry, he would hammer a nail into the fence. And as time went on, the more aware he became, he hammered less and less nails, till a time when he hammered no nails. Once he continued this process and took away the nails, he too realized that he had leveled up. He had become a lot better in managing his anger and his temper. But still, the holes remained. Looking at this fence, we see that the fence would never look like it used to. And we understand, just like in this story, that that's exactly what words spoken in anger do. They inflict scars, just like the holes in this fence. We may yell at a person, call someone out their name, get angry at someone, lose our temper. And no matter how many times we say, "I'm sorry," the holes or the wounds we inflict will not completely disappear. Just like the holes in the fence, we poke holes in people when we lose our temper, when we lose ourselves. Like the boy in this story, we can get to the point where we manage our temper, where we no longer get irate or get angry at things. But what's done is done. What was said has been said. Whatever has happened, happened. And just like time that has passed, we cannot go back. We cannot change the past. We cannot rectify completely the things that we've done. Even if we ask forgiveness, there will still be a hole left, like the fence. But as long as we understand that we can make a difference in our future, there will always be hope. Thank you for listening, my friend, to this story by Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in San Antonio, Texas. I pray you received an encouraging message letting you know that just like trust can be like paper, once it's crumpled, it can never be perfect again. We should be very careful and very cognizant of the words that we express, the times that we let our emotions get the best of us, or our temper or our anger to someone else, because the spoken word cannot be taken back. What's said is said. What's done is done. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. And if this is the very first time receiving this podcast for you, why not subscribe for more inspirational messages like this? If you would like to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Clicking that support link there is much appreciated. Big shout out and thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate to the podcast, making it possible for episodes like this. Have a wonderful and blessed day or night, wherever you are, my friend. And as always, take care. Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.